Hey everyone, Blue Goblin here. Thank you for joining me for this special video review. I'm going to review something that I haven't reviewed in a long time. I'm going to do a wrestling review. I'm here to review NXT Takeover, which recently just aired on the WWE Network. I'm here to review it. No, this is not episode 2 of Nerd Wrestling Review. The Nerd Wrestling Review is me and my friend Robert. This is just me, so this doesn't count as episode 2 of Nerd Wrestling Review. I don't even know if we're going to do an episode 2 right here, right now. That video series is still up in the air as to whether or not we're going to continue doing it or not. But I'm here to just talk about NXT TakeOver and just give my own honest opinion on what I thought about it. I actually thought this show was really good. One of the best shows that the WWE has put on so far this year. Features some good matches, some good build-up. Actually had some pre-recorded, interview segments concerning everybody performing in these matches, with the exception of the first match. Now, I didn't watch the pre-show, nor did I watch the fallout after the show. So I don't know how hyped up the first match was between Adam Rose and Camacho. But it was very, very good that this was the match that opened up the show. You want to open up with something fun, and you want to open up with something that you know is going to entertain the fans. Adam Rose versus Camacho, this was the first match of the show, and it served its purpose. It did what it needed to do. It got a spotlight on Adam Rose, it put him on the show, it showcased Adam Rose, and that was pretty much all it needed to do. It needed to showcase Adam Rose to get him more over. So, because he's not as over on the main roster as he is on NXT, in my honest opinion. So this match, it did what it needed to do. Was it a 5-star match? No. But the right guy went over. Of course, raise your hand if you thought Camacho had any shot in hell at winning this match. Exactly. Nobody's raising their hands. But I like that Adam Rose is using the snapmare driver that The Miz used to do as his new finishing move. That works for him. I just like Adam Rose. I mean, don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. I love this guy. He's entertaining. He's fun. It's a fun-loving party character. How can you not get behind this guy? All you smarks out there who get behind Leo Kruger, look how the Leo Kruger gimmick worked, and then compare it to how the Adam Rose gimmick is working. I would much rather get behind Adam Rose than Leo Kruger. I'm sorry, but a decent match, decent at best. Like I said, it served its purpose. And then we get build up to the NXT Tag Team title match between The Ascension, LOCal, and Kalisto. Or should I say, Kalisto and Ricardo Rodriguez in a mask. Lucha! 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 Wait a minute, nobody's really chanting that, are they? I just laughed at this. I just laughed at this match because, wow, this match was not really that good. I know a lot of you are probably going to say that I'm crazy for not really liking this match, but honestly, the Ascension have been built up way too powerful to the point where they're supposed to be heels, yet they're getting cheered. This is another big problem with the WWE. This is their biggest problem, is that their heroes get booed and their villains get cheered. Just ask the Schleg Daddy. He'll back me up on this, and he'll tell you himself. It's like, that's the biggest problem. The Ascension. Last time I checked, they're supposed to be heels, yet they're constantly getting cheered, and all those "yeah, yeah, yeah" chants. Yeah, they're really hated, aren't they? And, LOCal and the Kalisto, they served their purpose. They knew what they were there for. They were there to put over the Ascension and make them look even more powerful. But at least the Luchadors didn't get completely booed out of the building, which is what I expected. I expected them to get booed. There was some lucha chants in there, but not very that much. I mean, I kind of felt bad for Kalisto trying to get the crowd pumping up, trying to get the crowd to chant lucha, lucha, and they were more interested in going, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." But the Ascension goes over, big shock, right? Not really that great of a match. Probably my least favorite match on the card, without question. Yeah, now that I think about it, there is no probably to it. This was the worst match on the card, but it wasn't a terrible match. I just thought it was so obvious that the Ascension was just going to blow through them, and they did. And then this is when the show really started getting good. We started getting those, pre-taped vignettes, Sami Zayn and Tyler Breeze, talking about why they should be the #1 contender, or why Tyler Breeze should be the #1 contender, why he should be the face of NXT. And I like Sami Zayn. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he used to be El Generico. I get it. Ole, 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 ole. Yeah, he was El Generico, but that was then. This is now. I like that the people still know who he is, and Sami Zayn obviously knows, but he's sticking with it. He's sticking with what he's got right now in NXT, and I appreciate that. I mean, he's continuing to work his ass off. I think he could be the top babyface of NXT, and I mean a legitimate babyface, a babyface that has that underdog factor and the fans can get behind. That's very rare in the WWE. Usually they book their babyfaces like fucking superheroes and they just beat everybody that they go against. But Sami Zayn is different. Sami Zayn is one of those rare types of babyfaces that you can actually get behind, and you can actually get emotionally connected to this character that he has, to where you want to see him win. He's one of those babyfaces that almost gets there, but then falls flat and doesn't always win the matches, and I like that. And Tyler Breeze, this guy is entertaining as hell. I love this character. I love this gimmick of him wanting to be the most gorgeous man in WWE. I love this guy. This guy is an awesome character. This guy is a good heel. He's not great, but he's not a great heel, but he's a good heel. I mean, he'll use cheap tactics. He likes to get heat. He wants to do stuff in the ring that'll get him booed. I can tell. He doesn't always get booed, but you can tell he wants to be booed. He wants to be a legit heel. At least I feel that way. And when I see him perform, especially when I see how smug he is and how just how in love with himself he is and everything like that, I see him perform and I see how he moves and I see how he presents himself. I kind of see a little bit of Shawn Michaels in him. I really do. And I think this guy could really be, if the WWE worked a little harder on him, he could really be the top heel of NXT, and I wouldn't mind seeing him facing Adrian Neville later on down the line for the belt, and hell, God forbid, beat Adrian Neville and become NXT champion. Of course, Tyler Breeze wins the match, and I love this finish, and this match was good. Lots of in-ring action, but it wasn't like a Ring of Honor show where you get spot, and no selling. I'm one of those wrestling fans. I want to see some selling. I want to see some in-ring storytelling, some in-ring drama, and there was plenty of it in here. But you see in Sami Zayn always getting so close, and he's like, he's getting so frustrated. The facial expressions were good, and Tyler Breeze constantly getting on the referee's nerves by getting this close to getting disqualified, but he holds back. That's something that a heel's supposed to do. And the way Tyler Breeze won this match was brilliant. I liked this. Sami Zayn's going for the Yakuza kick in the corner, and Tyler Breeze goes like this and accidentally catches Zayn in the nuts, and he capitalizes with the beauty shot and gets the win. I'm like, yeah, that's what a heel does. He sees that the babyface is vulnerable, take advantage of it. And that's exactly what he did. And he gets the win. And I noticed he did get some boos, yet he still got cheered a little bit. They need to work on him, make him more of a heel, and it could be great. This was a good match. The right guy went over, and you could just see the facial expression of Sami Zayn, just how frustrated he was that he lost this match. It was brilliant. I loved this match. Excuse me, I loved this match. Perhaps the best match on the card. Hey, sorry for the self-interruption here, but when I originally cut that video, I forgot to talk about Rusev's part of the show, and how Mojo Rawley was probably supposed to be one of Rusev's next opponents, but it's turned out to be nothing more than a showcase of Rusev, and Mojo Rawley just came off looking like Rusev's bitch in their segment. Runs down the ring, slides under the rope, and pow, kicked right in the face, and Mojo never got even one shot of offense in. That was funny as hell. But anyway, back to the video you were watching. Then we get to the women's title match. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that much from this match. You know, we got Natalya and Charlotte. But then we got something that we hardly ever see in the Divas division. Actual build-up. Actual storytelling. You know, they actually threw in the whole, this next generation of the Flairs versus the Harts. And I loved how the commentator said this Flair versus Hart family feud dates all the way back to 1992. And I'm like, oh boy, making me feel old. Because I remember seeing Rick and Brett wrestle a lot, you know, in the old WWF days. And this was an awesome match. This was probably one of the best Divas matches that I've seen in years. I mean, wow, this was really good. Lots of in-ring storytelling, lots of good selling. There was drama. You know, and it's like, I love Charlotte's new music, that whole remix of her dad's music. That was really good. I like that she came out with her dad, and Natalya, of course, come out with Brett. And there were plenty of times I thought Natalya was going to win. You know, I was rooting for both of them. I was like, whoever wins, I was in the mood during this match. I was like, whoever wins this match earns it, because they're both busting their asses. They're both doing a great job working that crowd. Lots of good selling, good countering, good wrestling. There was some actually good wrestling in this match. This was easily the best Divas match of the year so far. This is probably going to go down as the best Divas match of the year 2014, without question. And one of the best Divas matches that the WWE has ever done in the past couple of years or so. I mean, this was a great match. Definitely surprised me. The right girl went over. Charlotte is the new NXT Women's Champion, and I just love this way this match went. And usually a Divas match will go like 2 or 3 minutes. This match went, God knows, I don't know how long this match went on, but lots of drama in there. Lots of good selling, good, just everything. This match was great. I fucking love this match. I was kind of about the way the aftermatch thing where everybody's hugging and everything. I'm like, okay, Charlotte's supposed to be the heel. You know, I was expecting Charlotte to be like her dad, you know, go out to shake Natalya's hand and go, oh, you know, something like that. But, you know, it is what it is. They both busted their asses, and now I can see there's a mutual respect between these two divas. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine with it. You know, usually I don't like finishes like that where the babyface and the heel hug each other after the match. I'm not usually a fan of that, but, you know, what the fuck, I'll go with it. Okay, whatever. It was a good match, and I guess they developed a mutual respect for each other, so you can say that. Okay. Then we get to the main event, and they built this up the same way they built up the other matches, and I'm loving this, that NXT, for the past couple weeks, has just been match. In this show, we actually got build-up, pre-match interviews, you know, build-up to why this wrestler should win, or why this wrestler should win. We actually got actual build-up and some drama, some, you know, God forbid, actual storytelling in here. And the main event was set up really well. You know, Adrian Neville versus Tyson Kidd. This was not a great match, but a pretty good match. I can live without all the flips and kicks and cartwheels and shit. Leave that shit on fucking Power Rangers. But the in-ring psychology and seeing Tyson Kidd, especially, that's one thing I look for, is good facial expressions. You know, sell the frustration, like, so close. You know, and to Adrian Neville, this was without a doubt Adrian Neville's best match as the NXT champion. Because before Tyson Kidd, he was going around with Brodus Clay. Yeah, a guy stuck on the undercard who thinks he's a main eventer. What the fuck ever. But the match was really good. Not the best match on the card. Absolutely not. but the right guy went over. Tyson Kidd was used the right way to get Adrian Neville more over, because God knows he fucking needs it. Because I'm going to be honest, Adrian Neville up until now was not being a good champion for me. I'm still not 100% sold on him as champion, because he's been given such bleh competition after he won the title. And did we really need to see him squash Curt Hawkins before this show aired? I mean, just really, whatever. But like I said, the right guy won. There were plenty of flips and kicks, but there was also some good wrestling in here, some good selling, especially from Neville. There were a couple of times he sold moves like it damn near killed him, and, you know, of course, he gets that superhero rush of adrenaline that a lot of baby faces in the WWE do get. But, excuse me. But a solid match. Nothing perfect, but it was a solid match. I enjoyed it. The right guy won. You need to get Adrian Neville more over, because yes, he is indeed over with the crowd, but to me, he's not still completely over as the champion. You know, a champion is only as good as his challengers. You need to set him up with the right challengers to make him look good as the champion. If you're going to give him guys like Brodus Clay, it's going to make him look like a kind of a champion for me. But you give him the right challengers, and I think Tyler Breeze will be a much better challenge to him than Tyson Kidd. However, I did like the way this match ended. This match ended with Neville going over, and instead of shaking his hand, Tyson Kidd just kind of brushes him off and just bumps him aside and just walks away, and he gets booed for it. I love this. Set up the frustration. This is an old school way of turning somebody heel. Set him up as a, this was set up as a babyface versus babyface-ish kind of match, and Tyson Kidd doesn't win. Then he realizes that's when the frustration really settles in, and I think this is leading to him turning heel. I hope they don't shoehorn Natalya into this feud, if they're going to make this a feud. Just keep it between Tyson Kidd and Adrian Neville. And that's how the show ended. I thought this was actually a really good show. Definitely worth going out of your way. If you haven't got the network yet, please get the network. Give it a try. I know it's not going to be quite the financial boom for the WWE that they wanted it to be. But this show, NXT Takeover, is definitely worth watching. I'd say go ahead and watch it. There you go. There's my review of NXT Takeover. Hope y'all enjoyed this. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.